Good morning, everyone. My name is MightyStream. I'm going to do your November the 7th spiritual principle a day in a meditation. Let's go ahead and get into that meditation. It's entitled Purpose and Our Path Forward. Faith in the process means believing that we are moving in the right direction, even if it's not where we thought we would be going. Now, that comes from the Living Clean book, chapter 1, Desperation to Passion. On the day of our first NA meeting, we may have predictions about what our lives will look like without drugs. But what if our dreams don't come true? Desperation has forced us to strive for something new, but what will it be? We now have choices about how we live that we didn't have before. But how do we know which is the right path and if we're following our life's true purpose? If we don't have a whole lot of faith in the future, how can we get more? Whatever questions we have about finding our true purpose, the same crystal ball that didn't work when we were high doesn't when we're clean either. Thankfully, more is revealed as we stay clean. Through the steps, we discover our values and convictions. For many of us, that means our purpose radically shifts, or we find one at last. Recovery gives us a chance to revisit goals that addiction interfered with, or we start from scratch. Hope helps us to believe we're headed down the right path, and faith keeps our feet moving in that direction. We find purpose or many purposes as time passes in NA, in a career, in relationships, in our communities, on a mountaintop, in a foreign land, or in sitting still. We learn to serve others more with more than our egos. We practice self-acceptance and model it for newer members who think that being okay with themselves is unattainable. Many of us also have or regain and revitalize our faith in a God who has a plan for us that we can't predict, ardently believing this plan is better than one we could create on our own. Others find purpose in a life guided by spiritual principles or believe the universe conspires in our favor, cheering us on. Having faith in finding and living our purpose takes practice. Recovery in NA provides us with tools to manage our discomfort with trial and error. Impossible without plenty of open-mindedness and willingness along the journey. I can predict the future, but I believe I have one. Rather, it says, I can't predict the future, but I believe I have one. I will move in a direction and see where the path ends. It's worth staying clean to find out. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I just barely got through that. Let's take a moment of silence, followed by the we version of the Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now, please. Thank you. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, please and thank you. So we're talking about purpose and our path forward, and how the purpose of faith, right? The process of having faith is the ability to move in the right direction, even though it may not be where you thought you were going, or yeah, you didn't think things were going to go that direction, but you, from your step 11, have the knowledge now that this is God's will for you. And so you just move in that direction, even though your faith is trying to hurry up behind you and catch up to you. But you apparently have enough faith to actually take the steps that you need to, trusting the results to your higher powers care that things are going to be okay. That is no small topic. You know, the message here today, the way that it's written is extremely awkward, right? But the essence of it is very, very powerful. The essence of it is that now you have a purpose and you understand that that purpose, there's not as much clarity all the time when you're moving in the direction of it. But there is enough of an awareness and enough of a relationship with your higher power that you sense and understand with your essence that this is the direction I need to go in. And you begin to move in that direction, even though maybe you don't see how it's all going to work out. But you understand that you've been doing your 11th step, maintaining conscious contact, meditating, having this relationship with God. You understand that this is the direction I need to go in. And I'm most certain that God has not brought me this far to drop me off. The things that are going to be necessary in order to execute the plan are going to be provided. I will be given the strategy. I will be given creative ideals. I will be given an opportunity to bring the income into the setting. I will be given the atmosphere to work in. I believe that my 11th step is powerful in my life today. So when I go to act and move on something and I've already vetted it out to make sure that this isn't my self-will, now I can continue in the direction even though maybe I don't see. I'm going through that in my life right now. Absolutely. Because of the conscious contact that I have with God, understand that the career that I'm developing, maybe I don't see all the fruit from it that other people are seeing or that I expect to see right now, but I'm not going to pull the plug on it just because I'm not where I want to be in. I have enough faith to know I didn't spend all this time getting this master's to not do what the master's allows me to do legally, to be a licensed counselor. I'm going to do that, even though I'm yet to see the beautiful income that comes with it. I believe I'm in God's will for me. And up until today, I've been given the power, right, to move in that direction. Yeah. It's just that simple. It's just that it's not complicated. You develop this behavior of prayer and meditation. And so that even if things aren't clear as you would like them to be, you have an awareness, a sense that this is the direction that you need to go. And there can be many right paths for a person. But I believe, according to my understanding of my God, that there's a more perfect path, right? There's many different positive things I could be doing, but there's something in particular that I'm purposed to do, and I'm moving in that direction. I want the same for you. We can't predict the future. We just need to continue to strive to be in God's will, right? And this program gives us all of the tools that we need to be able to do that on every level, on every level. My name is MightyStream. I've enjoyed talking to you today. I hope that you have a beautiful day on purpose.